Welcome to the Hit and Run. It's a free hit and run. It's a free hit and run today.
Or free.
We don't Mark and I don't work for free anymore, guys. We do Patreon stuff, so we're premium content, like the human beings themselves here.
I actually would still do Thursday if I could. I just can't.
I do Tuesday, but Tuesday's coming to a close pretty soon. I mean, we're at 89 and it's ending at 111. So I mean, we're coming to a close. But this is a freebie. We're giving away a freebie of a Patreon show we normally do at the $3 tier. Mark, tell them about the Patreon $3 tier.
The Patreon $3 tier is for if you really miss Trent. Maybe you miss Trent a lot. Some of you, that's the case.
Nobody misses.
Some of you, not so much at all. But if you do,
I think Daniel Spencer misses me. I'm just going to put that.
There you go, Daniel Spencer. If you're watching this or listening back later, $3 a month, not even $1 an episode, will get you Trent every week. So basically, $3 tier. We'll give you a follow back on the Twitter. Give you our eternal gratitude, and you will get a shout out, and you will get episodes of Hit and Run,
what Hit and Run is an Express Digest review by Mark and I, or if anybody else wants to join. It's whoever is not on the Thursday post show. We do it usually Friday or maybe a couple days after. And it's an express review of the episode of Impact Wrestling. It just aired, or in this case, Knockouts Knockdown. So it's just a quick, more of a quick snapshot, blaze through review. So if you like our style, sometimes some people like our style. We're more assholes. Sometimes people like us, Mark. They like sometimes some people like the nice guys of Jay.
I think it's unanimous. It's been said unanimously that you and I are the two assholes of the panel.
We are.
So out of the 9. Yeah. So if you like a little bit less of a positive review, not that we harp on shit. It's just we're not as overly exuberant as after Thursday night when we're rushing from the show and we have all that positive energy. Because now we've had a week to mull it over and think about some stuff. In the case of Knockouts Knockdown, not a whole week, but a few days.
We should have put this on Twitch too. We didn't do Twitch for this. Oh man.
Yeah, we should have. Well, you know what? When I set it up, Patreon, I just instinctively always just set it up for YouTube, since typically that's how.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna talk Knockouts Knockdown real quick. We got some news to talk about, but yeah, just to put a bow on the whole Patreon thing. Give it a shot. Patreon.com/WeTalkImpact.
Shout out to that.
Default. Thank you, default. But
that's gonna leave me hanging.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right. But like I said, you like the nice guy sounds of Bill and J-Bone and the lovely Alicia on Thursdays. You get that. Plus, it's like Bison's been on Thursdays now too.
Bison has been awesome on the main show. That's been cool that he's able to stay up late and show up.
So I wake up early.
You've been fired. So
I've been fired. They replaced me with a Bison.
I'm thinking I might talk to J-Bone. BFG's right around the corner. Maybe we can get you back on for like a week leading up to BFG or something.
I don't want your pity, and I don't want J-Bone's pity.
It's not pity, man. I'll go to bat for you. I'll let you know.
I don't need any of this shit, man. I don't even know why I'm doing this, Mark. All we do is complain about this shit anyway. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing any of this.
Because it's fun. Because they love us and we love them.
I just like hanging out with you. I really do.
Oh,
well, you're far away. Guys, here's a sentimental 30 seconds, okay?
Ooh.
I met Mark at Hard to Kill 2020, and it's one of those things where you instantly meet somebody and it's like, I've probably known this guy for years in a past life. Where's your harmonica? Okay,
I don't have one. Harmonica.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? And we just hit it off, man. I probably text him more than I text the nurse at this point. It's unbelievable. So like,
man, what's the nurse up to? We haven't seen the nurse.
Busy, dude. She's busy, man. She's working her ass off. So
well, send her our regards and
in a good way though. It's not overload. Thankfully, numbers down everywhere, so it's not overload stuff. It's more she's just busting her ass. She got a promotion and so she's busting her ass. Okay. Yeah, so she's doing good stuff, man. But no, anyway, so yeah, I feel like I've known Mark for years. We just hit it off, man. It's so funny because in so many ways we're extremely opposite, but I feel like that's what actually makes us even tighter. So I love it. Works out great.
We do have very similar wrestling opinions. Minus AEW. Every other promotion.
We're also pricks as people.
That's why we get along with Fella too. Like if Fella were on the show, he would be like on our side of the spectrum.
Where is Fella? I love Fella. Thank you, Eric.
The super sticker. Thank you, buddy.
Eric, thank you very much. He just sent me a gift. I'm waiting for it to show up. So thank you for. He is a generous individual. Yeah, he sent me something. He's an awesome.
We have the best fucking listeners, man. I swear.
Speaking of free gifts, the Jake something T-shirt I have here. Jake left like a stack of T-shirts behind at the last AAW show. We were cleaning up, and they were brand new. We're just like, he's like, "Whose are these?" I'm like, "Well, they say something." So I'm guessing he just left like a handful of them. So he's like, "All right, well, T-shirts. There you go."
There you go. Speaking of T-shirts, in time for
nice.
review, the Daphne shirt. Yeah,
very cool.
I am so curious about Default One. Default One again with more love, so much love. He or she is showing a lot of love.
Random retro. I did not get a haircut, but I'm tying it up in a way to kind of blur my eyes to see how it would look if it was short. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Are you thinking about cutting it?
Yeah, it's time. That's time. Going for the cut. That's it, man.
You have to do it in a hair versus hair match at AAW.
I'm gonna offer it if somebody wants to shave my head.
I'll fly up to do the match. I'll do that match.
But yeah, listen, it's time. I turned 40 in like 13 days from today.
Man.
40 in 13 days. I think this is it's one of those like pivotal moment things, you know?
Wait, so is the plan to cut it before you hit 4-0 or after the big 4-0?
After. I want to do it after because I want to get one last run, one last birthday with it at 40. So I can say I documented 40 with the long hair. And then we'll go from there.
Oh, are you going bald? Are you going to go all the way and shave?
I was thinking, I don't know. I'm considering if I shave it, or I might kind of go. See, yours is a lot more fuller. I'm working on getting it fuller again too.
Here you go, man.
But I'm thinking about. 50. Hey, listen, it's random retro. I might, man. I can always grow it back out. We'll see.
You know what? I'll tell you this. It doesn't look. I mean, as someone who currently is growing his hair, I'm more out of spite at this point. Than anything else. It looks good, man. If opinions matter, I wouldn't cut it, but you don't. It doesn't look awkward. You know, some guys get old in the long hair starts to look out of place. Yeah. No, I think you pull it off. So if that matters at all, that's just this guy's 2 cents.
All right. It's more the maintenance, man. I'm getting tired. I've had it for years. I've had it since I was 15.
Yeah, that's a lot of commitment. That's longer than your marriage by like a lot. Longer than my marriage. Wait,
hey, how about it? Oh man, people are telling me not to. Now you guys got me thinking. You should have seen last AAW show, Rich Swann, or 2 shows ago, Rich Swann and Ren Jones, who's making a lot of rounds lately. Mm-hmm. I mentioned it, and they both fucking clobbered me for Rich Swann. Imagine Rich, right? He's like, "What are you talking about? You gotta be out of your mind. Cutting that. Come on, Trent. That's all you. That's like killing the gimmick. That's like putting makeup on the Undertaker, but not the cool makeup, like lipstick and shit." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, and he's like, I was like, "What the hell?"
I felt like I was in the room with Rich Swann.
Dude, it was awesome. Rich Swann was fucking. Which one was fucking? He was like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. All sorts of shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? Oh man. But anyway, let's get on with it. Let's do the hit and run. We're gonna talk knockouts, knockdown. But Mark, you had some news you wanted to just throw up in the
really quickly. There was an announcement of a match for BFG. That match is Decay will be defending their Knockouts tag team titles against the incoming Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics. So they're getting a title shot immediately when they walk through the door.
Absolutely ridiculous.
This is an Impact hallmark that we wish we could fucking get rid of, right? We're on the same page.
Dude.
I don't fucking care what happens. I know there's some people that are more positive than I'm going to be about this, but you write yourself into a fucking corner when you do this. It's almost inevitable. No matter how well you do it, someone's getting fucked or everyone's getting fucked. So, this regime, I have a lot more faith in creatively. Bill mentioned something which I had the exact same thought. I don't think the match is going to happen. I think they're billing it to get buys, and I think something's going to happen.
Schmaz,
probably at the show involving the influence. That's just pure speculation. Speculation. Sorry, I'm super fucking stoned by the way today. It was midday and I'm gonna get fucking blasted before this. But yeah, what do you think? What are your thoughts besides the obvious? I fucking hate this hotshot booking. Besides,
I think they're gonna do it. I think they want to sell tickets.
You think they're gonna pull the trigger on it?
Yeah, and it's the hallmark, like you mentioned. This company is notorious for, hey, you're from WWE, here's a title shot. And I'm telling you, you can see that on the other companies too, man. Like AEW does a lot too. They're hot. People take this WWE brand and put a lot of stock in it. And I get it. It is built stock. I understand the business aspect, but as a fan, as a viewer, don't you want to build up to these things?
Yeah.
Like let me anticipate it so bad. Old school booking. You don't let the people touch until it's time for the match, and then
old school because it works.
It works. Like you couldn't, if you build it right, you can't wait for this to happen.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but I've been watching a lot of AEW. Sorry, Bryan Danielson, right? They're booking him in dream match after dream match after dream match.
Like already, like off the bat.
Yeah. It's obvious that's what he wanted, and that was part of his deal, and they're doing it, and that's fucking fantastic, dude. He has a match on YouTube this Friday before Rampage with Minoru Suzuki.
On YouTube?
On YouTube.
But why? Dude, what's the reason for that?
Because McMahon is doing an overrun and giving Sasha versus Bayley no commercials away for free during Rampage.
Are you serious?
So Khan is doing it by fucking, dude, it's WCW all over again. So Khan said, fuck, let's do it. And he's doing all in, and he fucking called Suzuki's manager, who said to Suzuki, hey, you're not supposed to work on Friday. Do you want a gig? And he was like, who am I wrestling? And they go, Bryan Danielson. And Suzuki was like, I'm going to leave now. So, dude, that's what we're getting on fucking YouTube. So that's
so weird, though.
Anyway,
but see, a weird giveaway.
You can do it but here's the thing. We keep saying their roster's overstacked, which it is. Book all these dream matches if that's what's going to make these big talents happy and give us these Danielson's killing it, dude. Fucking killing it.
I know, I understand that, but man, it built up to this, though.
Yeah, not at all. Because they can do, their roster's so big and working with everyone, they can do that ad infinitum until Danielson's career is over. But in this instance here, with the incoming inspiration, this isn't a work rate match. This isn't a dream match. Nobody's saying, oh man, we've been wanting Decay versus the Iconics for years. This doesn't have that kind of aura where you can book it as a dream match and expect the work rate to do it, because as much as I love the inspiration, they're not a work rate team. They're a storytelling team.
I don't know anything about them.
Just like Decay. So if you wanted to do this, I don't know why you would, unless they're going to scrum this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it. Only thing I heard about the Iconics is it 2 eyes, right? Iconics.
Yeah, like the inspiration.
The inspiration is that they were very much let's say, an influenced team by the Beautiful People. I guess that was a big Beautiful People influence, because I remember when they came out, Angelina and Velvet had a lot to say about it. So,
dude, they're fantastic. I love them. I thought they were one of the shining stars of the lackluster women's tag division.
Listen, going back to your Suzuki, Brian, I don't understand it. Keep putting that on YouTube, but that's just me. It's gonna get great plays.
Fucking stoked.
But I think that's definitely a TV or pay-per-view match you can build. Anyway, I'm all about build, though. That's my whole thing. Getting back to this whole thing with the Iconics, going right away, and it's billed as a tag team title match already. Like, what the? Like, I don't know anything about them. So you're gonna place somebody in a title picture when I don't know anything about them. Well, average viewer doesn't know anything about them.
I mean, I could play devil's advocate on that and say that they have the reputation as being one of the top women's tag teams in the world, right? And you know that.
Sure.
So you could build it off that, say they're coming into a new territory. Well, why shouldn't they get an immediate route to the top? But I'm with you. I don't like this booking either. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Like in this universe, you haven't done shit. So come here and prove yourself. That's the idea.
If they scrum it, I don't know. Let's see how it plays out, as always. But immediately, like, gut reaction is
they've done it a lot, dude. This company's been notorious for doing this.
Yeah.
Like here's the world title, Alberto Del Rio. Welcome, by the way. You know, everybody. Alice Darius comes back. Here's the title. Anybody who walks in the goddamn door is getting titles. It's just, it's weird. again, I feel like you need to build the matches and prove yourself. If you're a new territory, you got to build up. And I don't like when other town has to take back seats to stuff when it doesn't make sense to take a back seat to it. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But we'll get on with Knockouts Knockdown. It's been a couple days old, but we like I said, this is the Hit and Run. It's a Patreon show. Normally, we're giving it away for free today to kind of give you a preview or a little taste of what Mark and I do.
A little taste of Trent if you missed that, Trent.
Absolutely not. Do not word it like that ever again. But let's so it's a quick flow. It's a quick flow condensed recap of the show that we do on after the post show that J-Bone, Bill, Bison, and Alicia do. So we're going to talk. And Steve's been joining that too. Joe hasn't joined that.
Truck when he's not teaching. Yeah. He's on Joe has not been on the main. Steve's been on we've really become a big interchangeable family due to everyone's summer, like because of lockdown and quarantines and whatever was fine. Once school hit, everybody's stuff changed, and now we're just trying to keep together. J-Bone's been really the backbone of this whole thing.
Jay's like the man, guy. Like J-Bone.
Show smash this podcast some love when Jay is live.
Please do.
Really, really putting in a lot of the behind the scenes technical and stuff like that, the heavy lifting work. This is the replacement for those who cannot make the Thursday, and Trent basically who doesn't want to do the Thursday because he got fired, and now there's heat between Jay. I don't want to talk about that. Let's get on with the review.
I've subscribed to J-Bone anyway.
He said you could come back, so
no, he didn't. Son of a bitch. He didn't offer anything back. Anyway, let's jump in. Knockouts Knockdown. This used to be a one night only type of show back in the one night only days, and now it's an Impact Plus special. I think it also aired on Fight TV. Did this also air on the YouTube Insiders thing?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so it's basically YouTube Insider and Plus are kind of just running in parallel at this point with zero logic of what is what. So I don't know what separates one from the other. Digital Media Championships on both.
Still fired.
Still fired. Thank you, J-Bone. Bitch. So I watched it on Plus, which is now working. Apparently, I think it broke for some other people. Roku users, it locked down again today. So if you're watching it on Roku, it's all screwy again. Anyway, welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining midday. I'm going back to work after this. Mark is probably going back to the treehouse after this. But
I know I actually do have some work to get back to, unfortunately.
All right.
Not a lot. But then I have after school stuff with my daughter that I have to go to and be at school for like an hour until 6. Then I got to come home and make dinner tonight because my wife is doing soccer practice this evening after her training. So
just pick up a pizza, man. Every day. Just
did that last night. We did that last night because I finally refied and closed on my house last night.
Hey, congratulations.
So we got pizza last night.
Mark's got money now, man. Fucking A.
No, palatial. I told you, Trent, I had to refi because I'm broke. I'm broke, man. I'm broke.
I'm just gonna keep building this character of you in this palatial estate that you live in.
That's like we know.
Truck, we know. Truck is just.
We've seen that deck.
Truck is a god. He's a god. He's the god of Canada.
I'm not sure what's going on there,
but Mark is living high on the horse and high on the hog and Texas over there. He's even, Mark's he's very Texas. He's even got those like you've seen 80s cartoons. He's got the Cadillac with the bull horns in the front where the fucking medallion usually goes. Like every rich Texan in 80s cartoons had like the bull horns on.
You want to know something funny? You would think that I'm a huge Dallas fan, right? Growing up when I did where I did.
I love Dallas.
I'm a huge Dynasty fan because
I love Dynasty too.
Dude, I'm an Aaron Spelling diehard to my core. So I never got into Dallas because when I was a kid, I watched Dynasty. And so I just never watched Dallas. I mean, I've seen Dallas since. Yeah, but I will always be a Dynasty guy.
I've been thinking about going back and watching those, man.
Trent, I don't know what we're doing talking about wrestling. We could be talking
we're sitcom guys, dude. We got to do the sitcom
I'll do
podcast.
Dramas, sitcoms,
whatever, TV.
Fucking TV.
Total nonstop television.
Stockings, let's fucking do it.
Dude, oh my God. Right. Mark and I are going to figure this out. We might just scrap the Hit and Run for that. All right.
I do like Hit and Run. All right, but we're 20 minutes. We got 25 minutes.
25 minutes. 25. All right, we'll do it. It's the tournament. It was a Knockouts Knockdown tournament setup, right? So here's the participants in the tournament. Let me run them down. Mercedes Martinez, Lady Frost, Renee Michelle, Chelsea Green, Tasha Steeles, Jamie Senegal, who's going to be on the post show tomorrow. Don't forget, post show of Impact Wrestling, Impact and Access TV on our show J-Bone, Bison, Bill, Alicia. I don't know if Alicia knows yet. She's going to be shocked. Jamie Senegal is the special guest. Rachel Ellering, Brandy Loren. Mercedes is a veteran. As if anybody knows, she is a total boss from the
She's a
Shimmer
fucking
days.
boss. She is a fucking boss.
She's a badass, and she's been around for 21 years doing this.
Crazy.
And
dude, 21 years ago. Think back 21 years ago. The year is 2000. Cage dancers weren't even around yet. We're talking Nitro girls at this point still.
She was making you're still have Nitro going on, but she got her big break in Shimmer. Shimmer is the promotion that really kind of made her.
Went through Shimmer.
Everybody all the women went through Shimmer, and I'm lucky I was in Chicago. I only got to see it a few times live, but obviously they're kind of related. They're almost like a sister-ish type promotion to AEW, and so we always had the family connection there. But she didn't make it to WWE till 2017. So very, 2017. I mean, and she was let go a year later, or a couple of years later.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I take that back. She only did the Mae Young Classic in 17. She went back for national contract in 2020 and was let go in 21. So she only was there for about a year and change.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's signed to Impact, but she is a big part of this tournament. So here's how the tournament started off. It was Rachel Ellering took on Lady Frost to open it up. That was Lady Frost. I love Lady. I think Lady Frost is fantastic.
Fantastic.
They need to, and her husband, I want to keep saying this, Victor Benjamin, the Savage Gentleman, is really, really good. Like his look alone is like the dude looks like $1 million.
You can tell she wants to be here too. She's been putting in.
She does, man.
She's got a match this Thursday, I think, already being advertised. So
yes, she does. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I mean, but they're there for tapings. I figured it makes sense to put them in matches. Yeah. But however, I would say let this be a sign for people because, like, man, she is good and she definitely deserves to be featured a little bit. We need some fresh knockouts anyway. Tag teams, whatever.
She's a ready-built character. I like it. I mean, we've had this conversation about her before. Shout out, though, to Rachel Ellering and her performance in the tournament. I have been liking Rachel Ellering more and more since she joined it. First, I was lukewarm, but she has that strong smile thing, and that's close to my heart, Miss Kylie Ray. And now I'm like all in on Rachel Ellering. She looked, if we can just group some of this stuff for the sake of time, throughout the whole tournament, she looked good.
She did. There's something about her. I just like that her energy is fantastic.
It's so good. Her in-ring energy.
She's solid, man.
Yeah, very much. Good. But it's definitely, you hit it. It's her in-ring energy that really gets her over for me at least.
She is turning heel, Justin. Eventually, she's going to turn heel. Smile style can't last forever.
She's going to turn heel when J-Bone does that emergence review. Dude, okay, so WoW Season 3 is announced. J-Bone still has to review WoW Season 2.
There you go. So Rachel does beat Lady Frost. Great match. It was about 11 minutes. It was a big kickoff, actually.
Every match. I love the shit going around in the internet wrestling community right now about how Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb went 10 minutes on Dynamite last week, which apparently was longer than all 4 matches in the WWE Women's Tournament they're doing in Queen's Crown. The longest match, Natty had a match in that went 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and it was the longest match. There were 2 1-minute matches.
For TV?
8 minutes for TV. Yeah, 5 hours worth of television. They had 8 minutes worth of matches, 10 minutes worth of matches with a commercial break on Dynamite for the women. Dude, meanwhile, Impact was doing 3 hours of women's content. This is come on
why now. I used to get so upset when WWE would get all like Stephanie out there touting how the women's revolution. Give me a fucking break, dude. This company was doing it like in 2007. Okay, they started the women's revolution.
It started here and it's still here.
Dude, like absolutely.
When I see people complaining, like now my thing is just if you're not watching Impact, then shut the fuck up if you're complaining about women's wrestling. This is where women's wrestling is at.
We're gonna talk about one of the pioneers in a second about and as we get to there's a moment in the show here. Second, so Rachel wins. She advances. Chelsea and Renee Michelle. A lot of people love Renee Michelle. By the way, there's a couple of these women who, Lady Frost, Renee, that Bison's interview that are on our channel. So go check out Impacted. Like Bison's interviewed a lot of these knockouts already.
Bison's killing it, dude. He's been killing it on interviews since the day he joined the team.
He was gutsy from day one. That's the thing. He was gutsy from day one. I gotta say though, the Renee Michelle one was the one that I think started our heat with some of our contacts at Impact. They were like, "Why are you interviewing somebody that's not on the roster?" This is when like we were really like in bed with Impact, right? And they were like,
when we were young and naive.
Yeah. Why are you interviewing somebody that's not on the roster? I'm like, wait, do we work for you? When did this happen? Right? Like, when did that start? It's like you can't interview someone who's not on the roster. I'm like, I can interview my fucking mother if I want to.
Yeah.
What the hell did this happen? You know,
interview a sock puppet if I feel like it. You're not paying me shit. So you don't even do shit for us. That's kind of the part of the problem.
It was so funny. I was like, wait, why are we being dictated this?
Yeah, like, don't give us orders if you're not gonna fucking play ball.
And I like Renee Michelle, dude. She's cool, man. She's a tough
dude.
chick.
This match, I'm just gonna say, there was a lockup sequence at the beginning. Wow, man!
I love that he remembers that.
That's what I remember most about this match.
Oh shit!
Wow, what a sequence! I watched a sequence so good. I watched it twice.
They did it. They did a great job. It was a shorter match.
I liked the style though.
I did too.
I really liked the grappling style that they did at the beginning. I don't think either one of them normally wrestles like that.
Dude, I'll give it to Chelsea. She's upped her game a lot. She's more confident. She's taking dives and shit. You know, I mean,
her energy and her charisma are fantastic. I know there's a lot of hate on her for saying she wants to go to AEW or she's doing this, doing that, and she's not committed. Whatever. While she's here, she's doing a good job. So
I like it, man.
It's for what it's worth. Hey, I know she could walk out tomorrow. That's fine. I'll take it for what it is. Right. I'm enjoying her time on screen. She's been doing great work.
That's it, man. While you got her, she's killing it. That's all we need. Yeah. I don't care. Like, do whatever you want.
Renee Michelle looked better too than when we saw her a couple years ago. She was, I mean, she was okay. She's got the look, but in the ring, it was kind of like, and she looked a little better here. But although we didn't see much.
That is Mrs. Spud, isn't that?
Yes.
Isn't she? Mrs. Spud. I did find one thing interesting. They called her finisher the Unprettier, which is what it is. And then they've changed Christians to the Kill Switch Engage, apparently. It's the same move.
Kill Switch is what it's always been called.
The Unpretty, I don't know.
AEW, but now they're calling it Kill Switch Engage on Impact, and it's the Unprettier on TNA.
I don't know. Well, Chelsea wins, though.
That move in WWE? Does it have a name there?
I don't know. Good. I thought it was the Unprettier in WWE. I think.
Was it? Okay. Is that where it was?
Chelsea wins. She advances. So far have Rachel Ellering and Chelsea who advance at this point. Then we go to Brandy and Mercedes Martinez. This was the shortest match of the whole tournament. It was like 2 minutes,
but it made sense in its brevity.
Tell me how.
That you could afford to do this to make Mercedes look strong because the Su Yung, the characters that orbit around Su Yung are clearly not completely powerful yet, or like haven't reached their full potential. Yeah. So jobbing them out is not like a big deal because they're character-based characters. And Brandy, okay, twofold here. Brandy's doing a fantastic fucking job. Her in-ring mannerisms seem like she'd been doing them forever. I thought it was great. Wonderful job. Two, why are they covering up Brandy Loren? Trent?
Exactly. She's gorgeous. You're covering her up.
Why is she wearing so much makeup and clothes, man?
Have you seen her Instagram?
What is this shit?
It's the exact opposite of what's going on right
now. That's what I got on this match. It served a purpose. I thought that I'm not going to dog a short match if it's used well. This is how you book a short match and it makes sense, not just bury your whole fucking roster in 2-minute matches. This was good. And, again, you want Mercedes Martinez to look like it. When they first laid out the brackets, I was like, why the fuck is Brandy in this? Well, now it makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah, Mercedes looked great, obviously. That was a quick match, though.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's 2 minutes. Mercedes advances. She's got to face Rachel in the semi at this point. And the next one up is going to be Tasha and Jamie Senegal, who's going to be the guest tomorrow on the post show. Tasha is a star. I think the breakup of Fire and Flavor was maybe one of the best things to happen to Tasha because she has come into this as like, I'm going to own every moment right now. And I think she looked great. I'm not. I didn't know anything about Jamie Senegal. I know Jamie Senegal is trans, first trans wrestler in Impact, I believe.
From the
Um,
Northeast somewhere.
yeah, I know that that Alicia is very familiar with Senegal, so uh, she's a big fan of hers. But yeah, not bad. I didn't. It was like nothing crazy. I was more focused on Tasha. I got to be honest.
Same here. I mean,
Yeah,
you know me. Like, day, I've been on the Tasha train.
11 minutes long too, though.
Was it really?
Yeah,
It didn't feel that long.
no.
None of these matches felt forced or long, which is a great. This card was perfect. I'm gonna say up front, this was my favorite wrestling show of the year from any promotion. I love this show.
Saying a lot, though.
I love women's wrestling, so that's kind of a little bit of a bias here.
Yeah,
but I just really enjoyed this shit out of this show for what the reason, the dedication to who it was for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the people that showed up, it meant a lot. I thought it was a really great show.
No, it's definitely really well done. Tasha advances, looks like a star.
Superstar. Absolute rising superstar.
I'm guessing Senegal might be back. I'm not too sure. We'll find out tomorrow on the post show.
We'll find out
tomorrow. So Tasha advances. Backstage, Gia Miller is with Gail Kim at this point. Just talking about how the show so far. And then the next match was Deanna versus her handpicked opponent by Mickie James, Masha Slamovich, who was great. I've heard a lot of good things about Masha Slamovich.
She's big down here.
She has I've been here. She's making the rounds.
Yeah.
And talk about it. I mean, she was great, man. I remember being skeptical when I heard, but she's kind of got a Bull Nakano, crazy
big time Bull Nakano vibes.
Yeah.
The hair and the style, not the height, but
no
big time Bull Nakano vibes.
But she looks nuts. Like, she just looks like a monster, and I'm like, damn.
This match fucking slapped too.
I wonder if they faced each other before, but if they haven't, that's great first time chemistry.
Yeah, this was a first time match. That was fantastic. It was weird seeing Deanna we're in the middle of a card in an all women show. That's kind of weird. But
Sting saying check Twitter. I guess it's for Senegal. I'm guessing Senegal's on the show then tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll find out. But no, look, a great match. Hard fought. It was definitely they made it. They gave credibility to Slamovich to go 12 minutes with Deanna. A lot of back and forth, a lot of kick, a lot of close calls. Yeah. It was cool, man.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. She went toe to toe.
You did. She definitely did.
This maybe was my favorite. It's hard to pick a match of the night. I loved a lot. The Monsters Ball was great. This was great. A lot of good stuff on this show.
Yeah, it was very, very well done. I definitely enjoyed seeing this back. I would not mind to see that match again, honestly.
Yeah, no, run that back. Absolutely run it. Well, first give us Mercedes Deanna. This is brilliant that they're bringing in Mercedes for what appears to be a little bit more time. Yep. Yeah, he's going to be around after BFG. Mm-hmm. So that's great.
Semifinals, Mercedes versus Rachel. This one went about, let me see, time-wise, this is about 12 minutes. Dude, 12-minute matches all over the place, man.
Yeah. Our chat is telling us that they announced that Masha Slamovich is signed.
Are you serious? Today?
Which is fucking amazing.
That's pretty cool, man. I didn't know it's
dude. That's awesome, dude. Okay, that somebody on Twitter tweeted something the other day. I saw, and it was like Impact lost Taya and Tessa and all these names. Yeah, and then replaced them with all these, and now they're still adding it. It's shit. Other people can see it too. They've reloaded this women's roster. You and I, in February or March, when it was really rough, we were like, man, the knockouts are in really rough shape right now. We don't have enough. There was only 8 knockouts on the roster. I remember counting them off one night on a show. How far they've come since that February.
Yeah, the video just got put up about a half hour ago. Gail apparently, I guess after the show, walked out and offered Masha a contract. So that's cool.
That is very cool.
I did not know that. Good for her, man. That's really awesome.
That is very awesome. That's a big get, man. She's
big get. Big get. So Mercedes and Rachel, again, you cannot go wrong with these two. I mean, they're just both
this match. This could have been match of the night too.
This could have been the final. Honestly, I would have been happy if this was the final too, because this was back and forth.
Their size and chemistry was fantastic. Rachel is a much better in-ring performer than I had originally given her credit for.
No doubt. She's come a long way. We had her at AAW 3 years ago. She was very young. She came with her mom at the time too. Her mom was at the show. And she was real young back then. And like she's come a long, long way. I mean, her dad is Paul Ellering, man. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Like
Yeah.
that's just
Sting's saying there's 18 active women right
that's
now on the
crazy.
roster. They've added
That's what's
10
up.
women since February. That is what's up.
That's what's up.
That's how you rebuild right there.
Now you use them. Now I want you to use them properly. That's all I'm asking, you know?
Which I would say right now, a lot of them have good direction.
Yes, just make sure everybody stays involved. Or do the thing. I used to love that Russo used to do this back in the day. And I love that people are recognizing it now, and it's getting a lot of credit now when people are watching old shows back. Even if somebody wasn't booked on a show, they didn't have a match, he would always find a way to put them on screen. Whether it's a backstage segment, hanging out with somebody, a quick little thing in the casino, whatever, palace, whatever it is, he would find a way that everybody's on screen. And it was like one of those, because then you're seeing them, you're getting familiar, like, oh, they're there. It's not a matter of like, shit, I haven't seen so-and-so in weeks. It's like, cool, I just saw her in a segment, like, and it gets them TV time and it gets them on their name on the card, you know. So let's do that with these people. Look at Mercedes wins. Chelsea does a promo that she's confident she's going to be in the finals against Mercedes. Chelsea and Tasha, they went about another 12-minute match, 12 minutes, 12:23 to be exact. Again, I thought this was going to be Chelsea, to be honest, because this was so back and forth. But dude, Tasha, star power.
I was expecting Tasha to win this whole tournament.
They've been pushing Chelsea so much though that I was like, yeah.
But you know what, man? Chelsea Green coming back is a star, just like Matt Cardona is a star. They don't necessarily need a belt push right away. Like both of them can function fine. They're both really over. So I don't see a reason for Chelsea to go get a shot, especially because she's getting one or she had one at NWA.
Is the wrist still broken or is that just gimmick now? I can't figure it out.
I think it is still broken.
Oh, it is. Okay.
She's been wrestling with it. Like, I guess so she had 3 breaks and then during the third one, it re-broke. Yeah, dude, she's just, yeah. But hey, man. This match with Tasha was fantastic.
Taking dives and shit.
Dude, nuts. And she kept up with Steele. Steele's can fucking go. Like,
I like Tasha, man.
Speed. Oh, I love, dude, you know, again,
you're a Tasha Mark.
Day one Tasha, man. Fucking Steele's is awesome. I was so sad, especially now that the inspiration is here. I'm sad Kiera's not still around, but they are still interacting heavily on the indies and on social media.
Yeah, why not?
You never know.
Open door, man. It's an open door right now.
Know. Yeah.
So Tasha wins. She advances. Mercedes is shown backstage watching. She calls Tasha a little chihuahua, and she's gonna send her back to the pound. So it's Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico in the finals, man.
All Boricuas.
There we go. Christy Hemi makes her return to Impact. Comes out for the huge announcement of the Hall of Fame. Which
looking stunning, Christy.
She always has. She has not aged. You know, she's had 5 children, by the way.
What?
She has 5 tuplets. Wow. She had them all at once.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
They did it in vitro, and it split 5 ways. It was nuts.
She had the spider babies, quintuplets.
Yep. 5 kids at once. That's a mom of 5. That's bananas, dude. Wow. It's Awesome Kong is the inductee to the Hall of Fame this year. I love Awesome Kong. I'm going to tell you right now.
Who doesn't love Awesome Kong?
She came out. She was extremely emotional. Talked about Daphne opening doors. Talked about the Knockouts division. Personal Awesome Kong moment. I was not a women's wrestling fan until Awesome Kong. That's who turned me into a fan of any type of women's wrestling. I just kind of was like, it was just on the card for me at the time. But her and
back then.
Yeah, well, her and Gail, that was it. Yeah. And I met Kong at Shimmer. I remember this is before like they broke character and she talked or anything. I remember going up to her at her merch table and going, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know I never watched women's wrestling until you made it what it is till you and Gail did your thing, and you really turned me into a women's wrestling fan." And I remember that was the first time hearing Kong talk. This is Kong, who's like all the time. And I remember her just going, "Oh, thank you so much. so sweet. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I was like, are you kidding? She's like, you're so sweet. Oh my God. Gave me a hug. I was like, awesome Kong. And this is like, you're talking like 08, 09, right? And
Right.
she's been billed as a monsters killer at this point. So her voice is adorable. She's like, so sweet.
It is.
And I'm like,
soft spoken.
oh, she's amazing. And absolutely, in my opinion, one of the best women's wrestlers ever. She is just awesome in every sense of the word. I really just loved watching her, man.
Yeah, and a very appropriately named legend.
She is, dude. She is, dude. I did get an autograph. I didn't get a picture with her though. This is before I had a shitty. This is a Razor flip. This is a Motorola Razor days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have
back in the Symbian days.
I know. One of these days, I did get I did buy an 8x10 offer though. I did also like everybody's wearing the Daff armband on the show too. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Taylor Wilde video. So the Kong induction is going to be in Vegas, by the way. Taylor Wilde pays tribute to Daphne. That was really nice. They did cross paths back in the day in Impact, so that was nice.
They were the first Monsters Ball.
Yes. Now,
for women to do.
Yes, leading into the Monsters Ball match, Savannah Evans, Jordan Grace, Alicia Edwards, Kimberly. It was fantastic. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Oh, really?
I did not. These kind of
I had high hopes for this match.
Well, Jordan's not a hardcore wrestler. Kim has done some bloody hardcore shit on the indies. Alicia is not really either.
She's hardcore, brother.
I know. She's not like
hard. This match was built for Alicia.
I know. I just don't see her as a hardcore.
Won this fucking match.
That's okay. Savannah Evans
this
don't know anything
booking,
about
y'all.
The booking upset me, dude.
Yeah,
it made no sense. I don't know where Savannah Evans comes from winning this match when this is the feel good moment would have been Alicia Edwards. I don't get why not go with the feel good here.
And, dude, come on. Lish has been working at this.
She's been working the match
for a long time for this moment, and she's even earned herself a reputation as being hardcore. And this was the moment to give Lish her moment. This was it.
And she's never had one.
I know. Never. This was the moment right here. And you know what? And the thing is, I'm not alone. There's a lot of Lish fans out there that we're not even saying like, I know Lish is not probably Knockouts champion material, right? Like she's a fan favorite. This is what you do for fan favorites in big moments like a Monsters Ball in honor of Daphne. Lish should win this match, but
Savannah Evans has no staying power in winning this match. She could do something else.
Yeah, I just
like what's her benefit in a hardcore match though to win that? It's Lish.
I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I guess it's a big win for her coming in, but at the same time, I see no benefit. I don't understand this booking at all. The match itself, though, let's not harp on it too much. The match itself was fantastic. Kimber is my MVP in this match. She took a fucking beating. We know she can do it. We've seen it on the indies. Kim has embraced this character. It's about time she's getting some shine. Yeah. I really liked this match for her. I knew Lish was going to be amazing, and she was. She was my pick. She was one I was rooting for. That's not how it shook out. But good match. Yeah.
Good match. No question about it. So that's the
booking is strange. I wonder where they're going to go with that. We'll see.
Yeah. So we're at finals of the tournament. Tasha versus Mercedes.
Man.
This one went about 10 minutes. Oh, no. This one went 10 and a half, almost 11 minutes.
God, they all got incredible time other than the one that didn't.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they all went at least 10 minutes, except
Mercedes.
Dude, it was what a ton of just
this show
content.
Dude, this show, my previous favorite show of the year, well, from this promotion, was Homecoming. So I've really liked the standalone shows apparently of the year, but this one surpasses it. Every match is like this match right here. Again, another could have been match of the night, depending on the type of match you like.
Yeah.
There were so many great ones on this card. I obviously was unhappy with the booking again here. But at the same time, I am happy with it because it means that Mercedes Martinez is sticking around at least for a little bit. And I'm okay because I've been the one saying I want Tasha pushed to the top, but I know now we're not quite there yet. So if Mercedes is a stepping stone, for Tasha to get there, I'm fine with that. Like if it takes another couple months. Like, I'm okay with the booking, even though I wasn't ecstatic about it because my favorite didn't win. So
Yeah. That, I don't think it hurts Tasha, but Mercedes does get the title shot, which is going to be cool. And I like that they were like, it could be Mickey, it could be Deanna. It doesn't matter who it is, so she gets her thing, her moment, the trophy, and then it's the main event. Decay, Havoc and Rosemary with Taurus and Steve on the outside against the Influence, Madison and Tennille. I personally thought this was going to be a title change.
I did too.
I did not think they were going to retain this year, but we kind of know why now, I guess.
With the
Iconics,
makes even less sense.
I don't know. With the
unless they scrum that match by the Influence attacking the Inspiration or Decay and taking them out before the match, and then they scrum the match on pay-per-view. I don't know, man. This, knowing what we know now, and we're reviewing it now that we have more information, so it changes our review, obviously. But I did think the Influence was going to win this as well. I almost thought it was a no-brainer.
I just thought for the sake of story, or the way they're going with them, it outlines them. It makes them. It gives them that credibility that they need. Yeah. I mean, Tennille could use it now. This is like the rub she could use for the character.
Devil's advocate on it would be is if they did it, we'd probably be saying they've been bouncing it around too much. So
no, I mean, yeah. Then again, it's like we haven't had a lot of they booked it into a corner for a long time.
Yeah,
it'd been nice to get a little action on it,
Yeah, the first 8 months was really rough. They need to do a lot of work on these belts now.
That's what I'm saying. This one could have been you got to put it on the Inspiration or the Influence, and then
this is going to be confusing.
Yeah, then the Inspiration could have come in and then basically challenge the Influence, who are similar in style and name and style and talking and arrogance and all that. Like, you could have had a nice little face off, and then build that towards the belts.
Yeah,
that would have made a lot more sense.
I agree. I agree. I will say this, though. If there is one piece of Impact Wrestling that I have faith in and trust, it's the Knockouts division. Like, even when they were on their knees in February, we were like, this will come back. This will come back. Like, we knew it would because it's the Knockouts, right? So I'm going to say the same thing applies to all of this. We have given decent amount of criticism here, but overall, I fucking loved this show, right? It was, again, my favorite show of the year. The booking is just my personal opinions that I don't like. The show itself and the stories we're getting out of it, I think, are fantastic. The rest of it is me being a little overcritical, possibly because I love the Knockouts more than any other division in wrestling, and it's nice to see them back on top. I don't want to, just a month ago, 2 months ago, on some show, I was saying how I no longer refer to them as, the undisputed best division on the planet. I now say that about the Knockouts again because they are again. For a while there, they weren't. They had kind of lost their luster. They were still the best women's division, but not the undisputed best division. Now they are again. And if, like, as Sting just said, Inspiration signed Masha, and if they sign Mercedes Martinez on top of what we've already got, dude, that's
a great division, man.
Man, oh man,
that's adding to the history, adding to that history.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the show, guys. We're only 3 minutes late, 3.5 minutes late. We didn't do too bad, huh? That deserves a bam.
Bam!
Not too bad. We nailed it in 48 minutes. So
nice.
I came here for a lot of money.
Well, let's get it going here. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I got to get back to work.
Yeah, so typically on this show, we don't even do an outro. We're just like, peace out, fools.
We play a soundbite, but we're gonna do an outro on this since it's public. But guys, again, patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. If you like the hit and run, it's like you said, it's blast through quick and it's very conversational. We even got some news at the top of the show. So if you like this, it's $3 a month and you get a bunch of other shit too. So check out the tier.
If you like a lunch break, we hit you up with a lunchtime episode once a week somewhere.
So use that. Check it out, guys. If you like it, you got it. At We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, guys. Give us a follow. All audio platforms for everything. We should give this one away for audio too. I'm gonna tell Jay, let's put this on audio as well. Let's give this guy away for audio. So everybody on audio can even get a taste of it too. Maybe they'll want to sign up for Patreon. Maybe if they hear the audio of it too. So check that out. Give us a follow. YouTube.com/WeTalkImpact. Twitch.tv/total. I'm sorry. YouTube.com/total nonstop impact. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. New designs are up, and Spreadshirt.com/shop. So whatever, it's in the description.
Justin Miller, $5 super sticker to close the show. You're the man, Justin. Thank you, sir.
Justin's on Patreon, right? It's Patreon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you spend $5, you should be just joining the Patreon. You get a month of this.
Dude, Justin owns the Plummet Club shirt. Justin has all the merch. Justin is get
the hell out of here. This is the one show I got. It's J Boneless. Get out of here, J Boneless.
Podcast. What the fuck?
You want me to download this and put it where?
I'll tell you where.
I'll tell you where you
can put it.
He left.
Wait, what?
Man, this is horrible.
All right, we're getting out of it before anything goes nuts. All right, check it out, guys. Give us a follow on the platforms. We appreciate everybody who checked this out. If you like it, don't forget tomorrow the post show. It's the Big Block J-Bone Bill watch along. They do BTI. They do the reaction for BTI Impact and Access TV post show review, and tomorrow's guest Jamie Senegal. So J-Bone works his ass off on Thursdays. So show him some love. Subscribe to Smash This podcast as well, and our channels, and jump in there and hang out with him tomorrow during all the stuff going on. And then he can finally breathe for the rest of the week. Oh no, he does Rampage and he'll breathe for the rest of the week. So, which is only 2 more days. But anyway,
maybe I'll join for Rampage. Oh no, I'm supposed. Okay, patrons who are in here, Halloween Kills. I am showing in the Discord. I need to figure out a time that works for people. So hop in the treehouse and let me know what works for everybody, and let's start a conversation on that. So you can find me on the Discord, which you can find the link to the Discord in the description here. You can find it on all of our social media. Come join our community. We're about 150-ish people, very active, talking, every single wrestling promotion out there. Lots of Impact, of course. If you're a patron, there's the Treehouse and the Treehouse Theater. We are running watch-alongs in the regular Discord all the time. So there's always somebody to hang out with. Not all the time, but as much as we can, for those of us that stream. You can come in and talk about movies. TF is in there reviewing movies all the time. Nice. We've got the music category, people posting, Ronin Blues posting art. I'm posting art for Inktober. If you're an artist, join us on there. There's something for everybody. If you just like Total Nonstop Impact and the TNI family as like a community, Discord is the heart of it. So get your ass over there.
It's the best wrestling community out there right now. And it's free. And if you like Impact Wrestling, you want a place to hang out with fellow like-minded fans, it's awesome. So spread the word.
Again, even if you watch, there are a few people in there that watch all the WWE stuff and talk about it. I'm always in there for Dynamite and Rampage, live chatting with those, along with Courtney and, Keith and several others. So we've got little pocket communities for everything. There's even some video game stuff going on now for those of you that games. So yeah, really, if you're just looking for a more healthy community, I was talking to Justin the other day. My Twitter usage is down to almost nothing. And I looked at my screen time. It's because I'm always in the Discord. And you know what? It's better for me here. Like it's a friendly community where we have disagreements, but nobody's, threatening each other, and there's no bullshit. And like we govern ourselves. And if you're not a dick, you'll get along in the Discord. So, and even if you're a dick, you might get by in the Discords. I mean, all are dicks. I mean, I'm a dick.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But I have Banhammer, so I can be a dick, right? That's my payment for all.
Listen, guys, do me a favor. On Thursdays during Impact, share the Discord link around on Twitter.
Awesome.
Get more people in there.
Only if they're good, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, put them in. You can always boot them if they suck. But if while you're tweeting Impact, let them know there's a Discord for Impact fans going on. So tell them to join, man. Plug that out there. # Impact and Access TV. Share it around. Let people know what's going on there. It is a really cool. It is a cool place. It is a really cool place.
And if you're sometimes I'll be watching wrestling or even sitcoms or whatever, Love Boat, and I'm just working. And I'll just stream it in the Discord, and people pop in, and sometimes we'll have a conversation or chat for a little bit, and then move on with the day. It's something to do.
Love it. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Have a great. I won't see you till next week, so have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the upcoming weekend. But yeah, we'll be on. So maybe we'll do our sitcom thing. We'll surprise everybody.
I'll see patrons for Halloween Kills, and I might see you for family dinner if I can. I made it last week, so I'm going to try
Patreon exclusive family dinner. So check that out. So take a look. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Be good. Don't forget to join everybody for the post show tomorrow after Impact and Access TV. All right. See you, everybody. Thanks for joining Hit and Run.
All right, see ya.
Later.